All right. Thank you for tuning into the 6Three podcast. I'm your host, Joel, with my co-host, Ben, and special guest co-host, Blake Timmer, who always comes on for our baseball shows. He is a real estate expert and baseball expert, so it's always nice to get his insight on this. Um, what are the rates at right now, homie?
I think they're like around 6.25.
Six and a quarter. Now is the perfect time to buy when it wasn't, 2 years ago. So if it was not 2 years ago, buy today, right?
Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Hey,
that
you're
your
in the home
motto? Are
building
you
now.
posting that everywhere? Catchphrase?
Yeah. It benefits you too now, You're in the building side of it.
That's true. I am seeing a little bit of it's very ebb and flow right now though. It's very busy and then I'm like it's kind of dead where I can like build Aiden Hutchinson's family tree in my free time. So
Good.
um I may do Carrie Carpenter's family tree next. We'll see. Um anyway, we just did a show or an episode or a clip on ranking the position groups for the 12 teams in the MLB playoffs this year. We're now going to recap our preseason predictions for the awards and playoff scenarios for this season and see how we did. And friends and enemies, it did not go as well as I was hoping. Let me show
Yeah, I
you.
know it didn't go well.
Yeah, let me show you what we have here. All right. So I did some strike throughs on the order that we got them wrong on here. Um, and I'll zoom in a little bit here. If you are highlighted yellow, that means that there's a chance you may get like a top three of like odds on. So odds on favorites here. As you see, Soto is probably ranked third right now in NL MVP odds. Shohei's in the top for NL MVP. You see Brian Wu here as the AL Cy. That was my prediction. Logan Gilbert, also not a bad pick. Garrett Crochet, not a bad pick. So we were pretty good on our AL size.
Hmm.
Did not anticipate Skubal repeating. My NL Cy, not great. I don't know why I picked Schwellenbach. But Skeens, good pick. I think we all wanted Skeens, but we just weren't going to pick the same thing. And then this was a rough one, Blake. As you can see, Alcantara right there.
Yeah, well, he's getting back to
Oh,
midseason
yeah, he
form.
can win the Cy. Yeah, no, totally. Law of
You
averages.
get an off year, it happens. He still
Yeah,
has nasty stuff.
He does.
you were consistent because you also had him as your NL comeback player of the year.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, I knew he had a long ways to go.
Where we were really bad is our AL Rookie of the Year, Jackson Jobe, Jack Caglianone, and Kumar Rocker.
Yeah, I mean, who's the front runner right now? Probably.
None of them. The front runner I
Ertz.
have listed is
Ertz.
Kurtz, Roman Anthony, Jacob Wilson, and Cameron Smith.
Yeah.
Those are pretty much the runners for it right now. Drake Baldwin here, though, Blake, was your pick for NL Rookie of the Year, and he is currently, I think, the odds-on favorite to win.
Yeah.
Besides maybe Cade Horton. So then there's also Chad, Durbin, and then Augustin Ramirez, catcher for the Marlins, is in
Hmm.
there. Roki Sasaki, I had, and then I put Shaw and Davison De Los Santos. So Davison late De Los Santos, not good. That didn't work out. I think he got moved down to Double A even.
Dylan
So
Cruz horrible.
yeah, not great. So there's some rough ones there. We did not do as bad in management this year as we've done in the past. We do have a history of picking bad managers.
Guys get
Um,
fired.
but all of these guys, like, I mean, Hinch not getting any more, but for a hot minute there, probably could have.
Yeah.
Um, Cora's probably a top three finalist. And Mark Kotsay did pick up the Athletics from not being last in the AL West.
Hmm.
So, Council, Francona, Snicker is not considered a current favorite. Um, Comeback player, I did put Casey Mize, and then I said McClanahan, but I think he was an odds-on favorite, so I didn't want to pick him. He did not do anything. So that
No.
kind of glad I chose Mize. DeGrom is a favorite right now to win, so that's a good pick, Ben.
Hmm.
Mike Trout also stayed healthy most of the season this year, so we will give
Well,
you
that's
some
a
credit.
win. That's just a win
That's
for
a win
baseball.
by
That's just a
itself, right?
comeback in and of itself.
That's
Yep.
like DeMar Hamlin. Just give it to him. He stayed healthy most of the year.
He
Like,
didn't
come on.
die.
He didn't die. Ronald Acuna is the current favorite for the NL comeback, so I got that. Spencer Strider, I think, was ranked 5.
Hmm.
Um, my breakout player, I'm very proud of Junior Caminero. That
Yeah,
that
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 was
worked
good.
out well. Christian Campbell, I don't know, like looking back at it, as he would qualify as breakout because he was a rookie.
Yeah.
Um, Evan Carter did not work out
Yeah,
either.
not a good pick.
NL breakout, PCA there, Blake. James Wood is also a contender, and Young Hoo Lee is also kind of in that conversation, but there is actually quite a few. So it's not an official award, but some guys that I consider for the AL is Joe Adell, Jonathan Aranda,
Hmm.
Junior Caminero, and Michael Garcia. For the NL, Hunter Goodman, Andy Pajes, Geraldo Perdomo, James Wood, Lee, and PCA. So there's a few. You could argue Cal Raleigh, even though he had a good year last year, just not 60 home runs. Taylor Ward, Brian Wu, Hunter Brown, Gavin Williams, Carlos Estevez, Andrew Abbott, definitely a consideration for an NL breakout.
Hmm.
Um, Disappointing players. We had Xander Bogart. I picked Xander Bogarts. Ben picked Ellie, and you picked Suzuki, Blake. Um, See, I don't think any of them were really disappointing. Xander duplicated his not great year from last year, so it's not like he got worse. It was a
Yeah.
dupe. It was almost identical. You look at last year and this year, identical. Um, I would say Seiya Suzuki and De La Cruz still did pretty well overall.
Yeah, I
Um,
think De La Cruz hit like 260, 265, something like that.
Suzuki went through a stretch he couldn't hit it all.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I would
These
say
are
like my whole thing with De La Cruz is I think he's a solid player, but I think people just look at the traits and think he's like gonna be like the second coming. And like he's got giant holes in his game. So what he is probably a 265, 270 hitter with 30 home run potential and can steal a lot of bases and but that's not I mean people were thinking he's a 330 hitter. I mean he's never going to hit for average, I don't think. So,
these are my most disappointing players for this year. Devin Williams, Alcantara, Santander was disappointing. Henry Davis still has not done anything. Willie Adames is regressing. Luis Robert Jr. there. Royce Lewis. Candelario was bad. Jake Rogers, horrendous. He lost his starting spot and then proceeded to be one of the worst catchers in baseball. Blade, Jock Peterson, Frankie Montas, Ryan Presley, and Lamont Wade.
Lamont
Um,
Wade.
so
I
it's
don't
it
know. I mean
isn't.
Jake Rogers, you actually think that would be
Well, he was considered to be like probably a top 6 catcher going into the year, and then he lost his starting spot to
I don't
Dingler.
know.
Dingler started the season as the backup catcher.
Jake Rogers was never gonna be. I don't know, but I can see what you're saying. All I'm
Defensively,
saying
he
is
did.
Luis Robert hit 298 in the second half.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So
Yeah, I don't know that I put him on that list.
I wouldn't.
Luis
I
Robert?
wouldn't
Oh
put.
man,
I wouldn't
overall those
put
numbers were
Robert, and I don't
bad.
think I would put Jake Rogers on there. I just don't think. I think the whole plan in general for the Tigers is all right. Jake Rogers has been an okay catcher for us, like, but he's not talented. Like, he's just not. So
He's talented defensively.
yeah, he's an okay cat. He's he's got a plus glove.
And you're saying that you don't think Luis Robert Jr. belongs on there, huh?
No, I think he was hurt. If you want to talk about being hurt,
I mean,
sure.
that's almost 400 ABs, right? He had over 400 plate appearances.
He stole 33 bags. Yeah, if you want to talk
220.
about I mean, he's a career 260 hitter, so
OPS. I'm an OPS guy. That is a bad OPS.
I guess the OBP's down. I mean, I don't know. He didn't play for the last month of the
Let's
season.
look. 20. So, okay. So he hit basically what he hit last year. This is almost
Correct.
identical, actually.
That's why I
Right.
don't think he's disappointing. I
But
think
He
he's
had the
I
just
get,
exact
on
same
par.
WAR. He only played
but
10
was he
more games.
disappointing? Was he super disappointing last year? He was incredibly disappointing last year, too.
But then he wouldn't be more
Correct.
disappointing. He'd be right on par.
I think people expected him to bounce back.
Hmm. Until he can prove to me that he's going to be healthy for a full season, I don't expect him to bounce back. Now, if he can recreate, 2023, like where he's an all star, and like, yeah, sure, maybe, but I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. The only reason I had Jake
I kind of
Rogers in
agree
it,
with pretty much everybody else. I don't necessarily agree with Rodgers. I just don't think he's ever been a great player. I mean, his career batting average is 200. So, I mean,
there's power there though. Like the disparity like here in these last couple
sure. I mean,
years.
2023 is just like a complete anomaly, though. Like he had to be on something. Like, what is that?
Did we call that when Spencer Torkelson had a great 2023 and then dipped and then
Yeah,
got
but
back?
Spencer Torkelson was the first overall pick of the whole MLB draft.
He's
Like,
potential comeback player of the year this year, but
sure, yeah.
Hits a lot of great pop-ups.
not a great pop-ups, one of the best. But he's a pooper scooper for some of Baez's throws.
Yeah, but I just still him and Jake Rogers both love to hit the ball straight up the elevator shaft.
So does Riley Green
Straight up the other.
if he makes contact.
Yeah,
I
that's
would say
true.
Riley Green doesn't hit it. He just
He
it
just
was
misses. He just swings and misses.
There's like a giant hole in his bat, I swear. Yeah. Um, so anyway, yeah, I kind of want to recap a little bit of that. Accuracy wise, um, we're pretty close on getting the playoff teams correct. So
Mhm.
the I think Blake got 8 of the 12 playoff teams correct. He only there's 4 teams he didn't get in. That was Blue Jays, Red Sox, Guardians, and Reds. You almost had the National League completely perfect. It was just the Reds that he had swapped out um, for the Braves, and I think
I
we
was
all had
gonna
the
say
Braves.
I thought chose the Braves. So
Yeah, we all had the Braves, so you're not really out there. Um, let's see here. Then kind of the same situation. You just missed out on Blue Jays, Guardians, and Yankees. You didn't have the Yankees in this year, and you didn't have the Padres and Reds in.
Mhm.
Uh, you had the Rangers, the Twins, the Orioles, the Diamondbacks, and the Braves place. And then for me, I just missed on the AL on the Blue Jays and the Guardians. I put the Orioles and the Rangers in there. And then National League, I missed on the Reds, Padres, and Brewers in place of the Braves, Diamondbacks, and Mets. So, yeah, I think that I feel like 7 out of 12, 8 out of 12 is not bad. Baseball's a long season. A lot of things can happen.
No, I
I don't
mean the
want to,
Orioles were a complete disappointment. They might be the biggest. They were
well, we all
disappointing.
also, yeah,
The
we
Mets
were,
went
we
on
all had
just
the
an epic
Orioles.
collapse.
Yeah, we all had the
Mets,
Orioles. We all had the Braves. So I would also say the Braves are probably in that
the
category.
Mets were the Braves were a mess. Although they had the injury stuff, so I'll kind of give. I'm not going to give them a pass, but they were pretty bad. And then the Mets, for anybody who had the Mets, that was a collapse. I mean, they looked like one of the better teams in baseball for a stretch. So
I did feel good about I did put I know it's still wrong, but like I had the Tigers finish first place. You guys had the Twins finish first place.
yeah, that was not right.
Yeah. We all had the Guardians fourth out of five. So that's tough. We got the White Sox right.
Yep.
Uh, but let's talk a little bit about now that the playoffs have started, how do you expect this to go? What does the ALCS and the NLCS look like for you guys?
Um. Oh man. Part of me, here's the thing. Part of me actually wants to pick the Tigers. Like, not wants to, but like part of me is like just
I
for
don't see it, dude.
accuracy.
I
Like
want to be as homer as possible.
no,
Tell me why I
I'm
should
just
think they can
looking
win.
at it like they've got
I'm
a
intrigued.
they've got an extremely good. They've got one game where they
Rally
should
caps,
win.
dude.
They should win, right? I mean, when Scooball's pitching, they should win. So then that puts them above. That puts them kind of. It's not guaranteed, obviously, but puts them right there. And you know how hard that this team has played each other so much recently, and the Guardians have basically wiped the floor with them. Like, there's a law of averages. I don't think either team's that great in all reality. Like, it's gonna balance out and swing somewhere. But I'm still gonna pick Cleveland. So, but I just think
And
it's
that
like,
mat in that matchup specifically, you're taking Cleveland.
yeah, it's just to me, it's just not to me. Cleveland is a. I just think Cleveland's like a cleaner baseball team. That's why I would have to pick them. They just they do the right things and they're a situational baseball team. Like if they need to get a bunt down, they're going to get it down. If they need to hit behind the runner and move them over to third base, they're going to do it. If they need to put the ball in play instead of striking out, they'll do it. And that's what you need in the playoffs. And I just don't really trust the Tigers to do that right now. So in that case, I think it'll be Yankees against Blue Jays. I'm just gonna go Seattle against Toronto. I'll just go 1-2. I think it's pretty easy over that side, I think.
Yeah. Blake, what are your thoughts?
I don't think I have much different. I think Seattle's. I don't think the Tigers or the Guardians are a match for Seattle. I don't really. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I almost want to say the Yankees are going to beat the Blue Jays just because, as you guys know, the teams that get the bye don't always get the advantage.
True.
So I kind of want to say it's going to be Yankees Mariners.
Yeah, there's a lot of rust to shake off. That's why that doesn't always feel like it's the best thing in the world. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of riding the I think I'm gonna say the Mariners beat the Yankees in the ALCS.
Okay.
My NLCS though looks like the Phillies over the Cubs.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know but it's Cubs magic. I definitely am very concerned about the starting pitching.
I'm gonna
And that's
go. Yeah. I don't know.
I think the
I'm also
Cubs have
gonna go
proven they can
Dodgers
beat the
over. I'm
Brewers.
gonna go Dodgers over Brewers in the NLCS. Still.
I was going to go Brewers over Dodgers. So,
Okay.
and then
Yeah,
I think Seattle wins the ALCS. I didn't say that before.
I have Seattle winning, and then it'd be Brewers, Seattle in the World Series.
I have I have Philly over the Mariners in my World Series. Now, who is your surprise World Series MVP? Because it's always some rando Cody Ross type of dude that wins these things.
Andy Pajes.
Andy Pies, I like that.
You
I
think
got
it's
Max Kepler, baby. Max Kepler.
uh bringing back
It's Canadian.
Former Tiger killer, Max Kepler.
It's
I don't
Canadian.
know. I feel like Julio Rodriguez can win. I know it does
Dude, it's
happen.
Luke Rayleigh, man. Luke Rayleigh.
I don't know about that.
You always got to find some Zubo on the bench. It's going to be like Zach McKinstry if the Tigers get in. That's the dumb thing.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's done. Great
Yeah.
all-star.
That was a rough one. I yeah, I just all the players collapsed for the Tigers, it seemed like after the All-Star break, which reflects in their I think they finished after the All-Star break like 7 or 8 games under 500.
They a regression towards the mean. They played so far above their head. I think they're. I mean, what was their final record?
I thought they were still a 90 win team personally, but yeah, it almost came down to like they almost went 82 and 80 or something like that. It was I
What's
think
their
they had
final?
87. They had
They had
87
87
wins.
and 75. Okay, so
Yeah.
they were a 12 game. Yeah, that's about what I thought they would be. Like I know I don't remember what I officially said, but I thought I've kind of been saying for a while, like the people I've been talking to, they're like a 10 game over 500 team ish that played way better than they actually are for a stretch there. And what helps them, and what the reason they're a 10 game over 500 team is because they have the best pitcher in baseball. So they aren't going to go on like gigantic losing streaks. I mean, they had two long ones in the second half, but like typically aren't going to go on gigantic losing streaks because every fifth day they've got a real good chance to win. So now what screwed them is Job got hurt and then Brisky
Reese
got hurt
Olson.
and then
Yeah.
Reese Olson got. I mean, then I
Al
mean,
and Alex Cobb never played, so like that's
yeah, that
annoying.
was the
Oh yeah,
dumbest thing I've ever. That what was that signing?
I don't.
Like what a
I
he's so
want to, I still,
spaced.
I don't know if Scott Harris has actually said anything about it.
I don't think
Hey, at least Jordan Zimmerman pitched for a little while.
Yeah.
yeah, he had like
Jordan
like you
Zimmerman
said.
has the Tigers record for most consecutive scoreless innings to start a career with the
I
Tigers.
was gonna say, didn't he have like a really good beginning of the of his career with Tigers, and then he was like 4-0, I remember, and
He started his Tigers career 24 and two-thirds innings scoreless.
hmm, and then
So
and then we know what happened after that.
yeah, oh yeah, like a 6 ERA. It was
But we never saw him again.
never saw me. Oh, I watched him with the Whitecaps on a rehab assignment.
Did he get lit up?
He actually did pretty well. They gave like I don't even know if he gave him a run in like five and a third, but it was kind of
I
cool
would
watching
hope
that
I
guy
would
pitch.
hope he can pitch in, single A. That would be
I'm pretty sure when Parker Meadows went down to single A though, he was like striking out every three at bat still. So
yeah. Well,
um let's talk a little bit here about our AL MVP predictions. Um
now, I
yeah,
mean,
now. You're yeah,
I
going into
think
it.
I think it should be Judge, personally. I think he's a better player, and I think it like in any normal year it would be Judge. And
I think if Cal Raleigh was a better defensive catcher, yeah, make a
Cal
better.
Raleigh is like not at all good at defense,
Yeah.
and he DHs a good amount. Like
Mhm.
to me, like I think it's Judge, but I think they're going to give it to Raleigh.
A catcher, he's still a catcher with 60 home runs. That's pretty unprecedented.
Yeah, it is unprecedented. It's never happened before.
Well, I mean, but like, I don't know if it will ever happen, at
No, I
least.
just yeah, and to me, like Raleigh, like Judge hits for average. Judge,
And he's
Judge,
hitting really well average, even for himself, his own
correct,
standards. He's hitting really well for average this year.
correct, correct.
Yeah.
So Judge hits for average. Judge, I don't
Plays
know.
pretty decent defense too. He's not like a liability.
Correct.
See, I'd rather have a new guy win it. Like I don't.
Yeah, I'm fine with Raleigh winning it. I just think it should be Aaron Judge,
We don't
personally.
need LeBron James winning it every year.
Okay, so what are you hearing? Let's hear your thoughts on the NL here with it not being Shohei.
That one's a little harder.
It's Shohei, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, who else is it? Kyle Schwarber and Juan Soto, I think, are the only ones that have a shot.
I can't give it to Soto. He's my least
Unless you
favorite
give it to
player.
I
pitcher
know.
Paul Skeens, like you give it to pitcher Paul Skeens, but even like you want to go by are W's a real stat when they do these votings? Because I don't know.
Soto is my least favorite player in baseball. So
You don't like the shuffle?
He's got a
no, I
nice
don't
lead
like his
off season.
attitude, and
So
I don't like the way he plays the game. It's like the worst version. It's the worst play. He's just lazy. He doesn't care.
he's getting ready
Yeah.
for the World Baseball
And you
Classic.
know what?
Yeah.
If I had that much money, I might not care either. So fair
What
enough, I
did
guess.
he buy like a car for one of his teammates to get the jersey number or something?
Probably.
Was that what that
Yeah.
was? I feel like there was a story about
Was it
that.
Nito? Who was it? I'm trying to think who it was.
Yeah, it was something like that. I would have just given it to him,
Isn't it
dude.
Cronenworth? No, it
Who's
wasn't.
the second
Cronenworth
baseman?
plays
Who's
for the
second
Padres.
baseman? Left-handed hitting.
Tur T Turso Ornelas? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't know.
I don't
But yeah.
remember off the top of my head. Why can't I
But
read
again,
it?
I mean, they're paying and the funny thing is they didn't even make the playoffs. They paid this guy gazillions of dollars and they didn't make the playoffs. So
Yeah, that's
I think it
true.
was Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil, that's right. I don't like Jeff McNeil either. He had like a little attitude
yeah,
too.
but he plays the game hard.
He
He
does.
plays hard. Soto is just loafing it out there. He doesn't even care. And
Yeah.
and here's the thing. Like if you're gonna do that and you stink, like okay, like whatever. But like Soto's extremely talented, top five talent in the game, and it's just a waste. Just a waste.
That was a good TED Talk.
Yeah, it's stupid. Just like play the game
I
hard.
stand corrected. It was Brett Beatty.
Brett
Brett
Beatty.
Baty.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That does ring a bell now. AL Cy Young. Is it anyone but I mean, Scooble's probably it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Crochet's made a run on him.
Crochet is the other one that you can make an argument for Crochet certainly, but
So you kind of, I mean, Hunter Brown, Max Fried. You want to go by consistency, Brian Wu, Nathan Eovaldi, probably.
Uvalde got hurt though, so
Yeah, so
it's
not
not
Eovaldi, but
Uvalde very easily could have won it. I mean, his stats were.
he was sub two for a
I
long
think he
time.
was
Yeah,
better than Scooball for stretches, but he just
yeah.
didn't stay healthy. So
Yeah, so I think it's Scooble probably from me. Back
I
to
would give it
back
to
then.
Scooball probably. I mean, when's the voting?
Isn't it like in less than
I
a
know they're
week
not.
here?
Here's the thing. I know they're not. I don't think they're supposed to take into account anything that happens in the playoffs, but they do anyway. So like,
Yeah.
if Scooball like laid an egg, then I could see maybe them going with Crochet. But if Crochet like shoved, but I doubt it.
Yeah. NL, is it probably Paul Skeens? Nobody else?
Got to be Skeens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of.
even without that run support too. Yeah. I
That's
don't
the
think
hard
they
thing for me. Yeah.
It's got to be Skeens. I think it's like a
uh
Felix Hernandez situation.
yeah. Who else kind of I mean Christopher Sanchez probably could be considered.
Yep.
Freddie Peralta,
Yep.
um Logan Webb maybe. I think
Abbott.
Yamamoto hasn't been bad either.
Abbott's been elite.
Yeah.
Well, Hunter Green.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, Hunter Green, but he was hurt for a long time too, so
Yep.
he
That's why.
lost a lot.
That's why I picked the other Reds
Yeah.
pitcher. But
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. AL Rookie of the Year. Right now, it looks like I said,
Hurts.
Kurtz,
Nick
Roman
Hurts.
Anthony, Jacob Wilson, and Cameron Smith.
Anthony's hurt, and he's been hurt. I don't think can give it to him. Jacob
Jacob
Wilson's played
Wilson
all
was hurt for a
season,
while. He was
but he
hurt for
was
a while too.
hurt.
He
Yep.
was on my fantasy baseball team too. I took a
Adam
flyer on him.
played Adam played against him in college.
Ooh, he played against a lot of A's, man. Didn't he play against that one that played for Team Israel too? That was on the A's. And he played Joe
Uh,
Boyle. Joe Boyle was also on the
Joe
A's.
Boyle, yeah, Joe Boyle went to Notre Dame, but Jacob Wilson went to Grand Canyon, so Adam played him when Adam was at Lamar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, there was another guy that you guys played with the Growlers too that played for the Team Israel, I think, in the WBC. Or at least his
Yeah,
brother did. Was it his brother?
probably.
Why can't I
Uh,
think of his name? Zach, not Zach. Zach Veen keeps popping in my head. It's not Zach Veen.
oh, oh,
Um,
Geloff.
Geloff. Yeah, Zach
Yeah,
Geloff. Yeah.
yeah, I played with both of them, both Geloffs.
And Loperfido.
And Joey Loperfido, he was on that team. Nico Cavadas was on that team.
Look,
He was up
see,
with
see, a lot of these guys touched the
yep.
A's, dude. That's crazy.
Blake Dunn for the Reds. He's been up with the Reds.
You guys got him a bat, didn't you?
Yep. He went to Western, but he's played up. Um, and I played with him and against him. That whole team had like 14 guys drafted, and like I would say 7 or 8 of them at least played
So close, dude. You were so
Major League
close.
Baseball. No, I was not,
You,
but that's all right.
your start was pretty dominant though to finish your career.
Yeah,
It doesn't get
3-1.
better than that.
Yeah.
Um, um, yeah, even Blake, I thought you were gonna get a transfer out of Trinity to go play.
Yeah, right. Only people that ever transferred out of the CACC was Ben Zobrist out of Olivet to
Oh, really? That's the
Texas.
only one? Yeah.
That's the only one I know of. He went to what is it, Dallas Baptist or whatever after that.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
There's been
So
D3 guys that have gone
his
good though.
Ben Zobrist's wife was a Christian singer until she like cheated on him. I think that's what
Yeah, I
happened.
saw something
With the
about that.
pastor.
With the
Yeah,
pastor.
with the
That's
pastor.
what
What a
church.
story. What a
What a
story.
church. What a church. The
Yeah.
the there was a kid that was pitching for Illinois last year that was D3 the previous year. So he was a D3 pitcher and then went up to D1 in the Big Ten. There's been a handful of like guys that have gone D3 to like Big Ten. Adam went D3 to the WAC, but
Well, Lamar, yeah.
yeah.
All right. AL NL Rookie of the Year. We talked a little bit about some of those options. I think that one's actually could be really close. I think you got, Drake Baldwin, Cade Horton. I think though it's between those two. I think Durbin and Augustin Ramirez have all had another really solid year.
Yeah, I'd probably say Baldwin
Okay.
between the two. I like Cade Horton though. If he hadn't gotten hurt,
Yeah, well, but he only missed he got hurt at the end of the season.
yeah, I
So
think he
it's
missed
like
a start or two.
he was pretty consistent though. Like
Yep.
they had him on a pitch count and he still went 5, 6 every single time, pitched
Yep.
pretty well. The same struggles that like Shane Smith had a little bit this year where they don't have their out pitch developed yet.
Mm-hmm.
their put away pitch.
Yep.
But yeah, the bright future there. So I'm only important here, but I think it's really close. Um, Blake, thoughts?
think I have anything to add on that. I think
Okay, well
it's
then
pretty
let's
slam
hear
dunk.
yeah, let's hear your AL manager then.
AL manager.
AJ Hinch.
I feel like Terry Francona's got to be.
Francona's NL, yeah, but I would
Oh,
say yeah,
sorry, I'm jumping.
yeah, you're good. You're good.
I'm jumping.
You can make your pick for that too. Yeah, I have Francona also for NL.
Yeah, I think that's it. I know. I'm jumping ahead of you. Oh, I still think Vogt is. Even though I don't like the Guardians, I feel like he's a really good manager.
Mhm.
Like it's not going to be Hinch.
No.
Not.
No, the Hinch could if they didn't make the playoffs, yikes, he would have been hearing it. So um
I think Schneider or Cora get it for the
I'm gonna go
AL.
with Cora
Yeah.
because that's who I picked before the season. So
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm gonna
no, that would
stick to
be
it.
stick with the guy, yeah. Yeah, to me it's between Cora and Schneider. I
Yeah.
think Toronto had some I think a lot of people at Toronto finished fourth or fifth to start this year.
Yeah, I'd say they
And
overachieved. Like
Yeah, they
compared.
definitely
Yeah.
outperformed what
Yeah.
the expectations were.
and I feel like that gets looked at quite a bit for these awards, so I could see that happening.
Well, I think
Um,
they settled down the drama, so that was the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's go. AL Comeback Player of the Year, guys. There's some names. I'm leaning towards Jacob deGrom.
Yeah. I'll probably go with DeGrom.
Byron Buxton is another consideration.
Buxton was very good this year, and I mean, he got hurt a couple times. He was relatively healthy all year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
for Buxton, I would say he was healthy.
Some people have Spencer Torkelson ranked at third. Then they have Trevor Story four, Casey Mize five, Drew Rasmussen six, and then Javier Baez is ranked seven.
See, but Baez, like, if you were just to take the first half of the season, I would probably say yeah. But I mean, he was
I think he was on pace to win it by All-Star break, but
probably he made the All Star team, but then
we
he's
had to
been.
leave him in center field. That was the problem.
that really, yeah, that could be something to it.
Might
I
be
think he
right.
was just excited to play with I think he likes a challenge like that defensively. So
I
I think
think he's
he just
just
made him excited.
athletic, and he's that's just what he is. He's just a good athlete. Like, and in all reality, he makes a lot of like very like impressive plays at shortstop, but he's not that great of a shortstop. Like just talking like pure day to day
Yeah.
shortstop. He makes a lot of incredible plays. He's very athletic, so I think he fits center field great.
Thoughts on the NL here?
Mm,
I picked Acuna and I kind of want to just stick with Acuna.
yeah, I mean, I'll just say Strider because I picked Strider before, but I think it's Acuna.
You gonna stick with Alcantara there?
No, no way.
Robbie Ray though. How about a South Christian? He married a South Christian girl.
Oh, okay.
So does that mean he wins, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean I think he has a house in Byron Center.
Good for him. He wears way too tight of pants,
Yeah,
so
I
he
agree.
loses in my book.
No,
I don't remember him wearing tight pants when he played for the Tigers
Look it
either,
up.
girls.
Way too tight of pants. It's
Dude,
gross.
you got to put Christian Yelich probably in this conversation.
Yeah,
Corbin
Yelich just
Carroll.
had an awesome
yeah,
season.
he did have a
Corbin
good
Carroll's
bounce
another
back.
guy that kind of figured out again
Hmm.
because
Okay,
Corbin
just so
Carroll had a
you
horrible
know,
sophomore slump. Horrible
Sandy
sophomore slump.
Alcantara was ranked number one by the New York Times in February of 2025 for being the
Yeah.
comeback player.
No, I mean it didn't seem that far-fetched at
No,
that
it
time.
was a good pick. Just didn't
So,
draft.
just to cite your source.
Yeah. No, that's good.
I don't think that's where I got it, but
Yeah. We kind of talked about the AL breakout, NL breakouts, and then our disappointing players. I listed a lot of them. We had already kind of recapped that quite a bit. So we can forego that. But final thoughts on Tigers for these last 3 minutes here.
I don't know where our strengths are right now. I think I'm at a loss for words other than Tarek School.
But then we talked about Tarek Skubal. Do we just send him this offseason when you get the most for him? or do you milk it out again until All-Star break?
I think if you're being a prudent owner slash GM, I think you need to do everything in your power to see what the market actually is for him. Um, because if you're not, you're just being in. I mean, you're not going to re-sign him. Like you're
Don't
just.
don't
I mean, you have to realize that, and like, and I mean, you got to sit here for this playoff run and hope they're good and hope they make some miracle run. And if it happens, great, and then you just kind of ride the wave of that. But at the end of the day, I think you have to do everything you can to see what the market is for him. And if you don't feel like it's worth it, if you don't feel like people are, ponying up and offering what, he's worth, then I can see them carrying it into the next season, but I think you have to try. You have to.
Yeah, I would like to see him sent personally, and then just
Yeah.
obviously you're going to get Reese Olson back, Jackson Jobe, you're going to get back. Casey Mize has improved. Do you hope that can continue? He's a former first round pick. Uh, yeah, and Flaherty you can let go too, and I would just say you maybe a guy gets called up this year. Maybe Troy Melton you have to ride as your number five. Um, but yeah, I'm content moving on
Here's
from
what I
Stroll.
think is going to happen. I don't think they're going to, though. I think they're going to
no.
ride
I
it.
think we'll
Ride
keep
him.
him till the deadline.
Yep, and see what happens, right? If they're
Yep.
in first place or like real close, then
I
they'll
think you
probably
just lose so much leverage if you keep until a deadline because they know essentially, okay, fine, waste. You can get nothing for him. Like you lose
could,
leverage.
or you just don't get anything.
Or maybe
So
we just trade him in June.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's teams I feel like starting to now like, oh yeah, let's trade this guy early, or let's go get this
yeah.
guy early.
He or like let's say he just dominates like the previous month in May, and it's like let's trade him now, like while he's
Yep.
hot, and then like that makes sense. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah. No, really kind of it is a loss for words watching the Tigers. They've been incredibly frustrating. You guys have probably been sick of my text messages by now. I can't help but complain. I don't know what I'm hoping like this day off today is going to help tomorrow because I think they're a little bit in their own heads. I thought I thought they'd actually finish strong and win that last game against the Red Sox, just given the fact that they came like it's something happy happened. Like
Yeah,
they officially made it. Like they
well, they all got
finally,
drunk. They made it. They
yeah,
got drunk. So
I know, but
that's why they beat the Red Sox the previous day because the Red Sox got drunk before
yeah,
that.
that could be it. That could be it.
That's what somebody wanted to look up that stat after, a team celebrates, what's
What's their
their
record?
likelihood of winning
Can't
that
be
next
good.
game?
No way it can be good.
No.
So that's the next thing we got to have Grok on.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, Blake, it's been a privilege once again having you on for our MLB show. We will see you again next year for 2026 MLB preview. Ben, I will see you tomorrow for